If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Got it. Line's 50. Line's 50. Tighten up. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now a first down throw. Cunningham. Got a man open. It's the Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're
bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Willie Brown. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown. John Ross. 57 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, defense. Right there, 54, right there, 54 mile. Let's go, baby, return, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. Now Cunningham. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Deacon Jones, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 96 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, one pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going to try and throw. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing again. Cunningham going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1.
Right there.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. He's got his man Sharp, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Cunningham. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards. yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Deion Sanders, the one to bring him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Cunningham. And he's got a man. It's Kellen Winslow. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Cunningham now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the set. Back to Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor. Loss of 6 yards on the sack. It's 2nd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting hurt.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Cunningham looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Cunningham. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. On fourth down, Cunningham going deep downfield for Ross. And that is going to be incomplete. And a fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, ready. Hey, hold on. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Oh, you got it?
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. That's complete to Sharp. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Throwing on first down, Cunningham. And that's complete to Cooks. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Brandon Cooks, 30 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play that? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Randall Cunningham on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And he's going to go down again. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's fourth down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a pass is taken in by Hill, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first and 10, Cunningham. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. On second down, here's Cunningham, eluding the pressure right. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it but couldn't find his man open.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Cunningham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Cunningham to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary Really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Ray Guy now, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And Sanders now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Cunningham now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10. Go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well, and Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. On 3rd down, Cunningham got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Cunningham now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. Mike's 54. Mike's check. Crouch.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 6. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Cunningham escaping the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off play action, it's Cunningham. They'll get this one complete to Winslow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Cunningham now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 20! Got a man open, it's Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Cunningham. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Cunningham. And that will be incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 4th down, Cunningham steps away. That one complete to Okoye. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Shrimp that ball. Hayward. Mike, 54 is Mike. Yeah. 54. Push him back.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Just like that.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing again. Cunningham. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch that.
Here's Cunningham from the gun, eluding the pressure right. Now he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to